Okay, so in today's class, we'll see some small examples on DOM and other basic Angular features, whatever was just in the previous class. So we'll just go through. Okay, yeah. Mm, yeah. So this is the project folder I've created for today's session. So practice examples. Let me open it in the Visual Studio Code and then run the ng serve. Yeah, it is running. So localhost 420. Yeah. So this is the dummy project that is running in localhost 4200. So what I'll do is I'll remove all these things. So whatever is there, because we'll write our own code. Okay. Now, let me first include Bootstrap in our project. Okay, because the stylings and all we'll do using Bootstrap. So let me include the Bootstrap CDNs. So this link, I'll put it in the index. So in the index.html, what we do, we put it here in the head section. We put the CSS link first, and then we have a JavaScript link as well. This one also I'll put one more. Okay. In the index.html in the head section. Okay, fine. Now save it, and now I'll go back to our app.component. So first, let's try to create that a toggle button. Okay, I'll try to create a toggle button. So what we have here, let's say I have a button here. Okay, let's say class, I'll add some ngFor margin, and here I write toggle. Okay, and I can have a span here. Here what I'll do is in the app.component.ts, let me have a value. Let's say I'll not write value. Okay, so let's say toggle value just for the time being. So toggle value is boolean, is of type boolean. So initially it is false. Okay. Now what will happen when I click on this button? I want to change this value from false to true, true to false, like that. Okay, so what I'll do is here I'll find the method. So on click, what I want to do is I'll call a method called toggle. Okay, so this toggle method I will define here. Okay, the toggle method, what I'll write, this dot toggle value is equal to not of this dot toggle value. Okay, so what this will do, this will make this false into true and save it again in the toggle value. Again, if I click on it, again the true will be converted to false and it will be stored here. So this toggle value, what I can do is I need to show it in the span using interpolation. Okay, so now let's see whether this is working fine or not. So when I click on this, we can see the value is changing. Okay, so in the button we can add some more styles, BTN primary. Okay, now we can see the toggle button is working. So this is a very basic one. Okay, then what else we have? Toggle button is done. So we'll do these things later on when we learn more advanced features like changing background color and all those things. Okay. Yeah, so we'll go for this like dislike button. Okay, so this is a counter, so we'll try to create this one. Okay, so I hope this one is clear. Whatever we have done now, that is clear. Then we'll go for the next one. So what I'll do is I'll remove all these things and these methods as well. So what we need is we need two buttons, isn't it? We need two buttons, like and dislike button. So let me first create two buttons. So let's say button class is equal to btl primary. Okay. Then we will let me write it like, and then we'll have a span. Okay, and span class is ms4. Here I'll put m3 for example. I'll put it in a div. Then we'll have another div which will have the dislikes. Okay, so like and dislike. So btn primary, and this one I'll make it as, okay, let me make this btn success and this one is btn danger. Okay, and what we will have here, we'll have some margin bottom here. Okay, fine. Now let's check this, how it is looking like. It's looking like this, like and dislike. Okay, fine. Now we need to have the numbers here. So the span is here, but how do we show it? So for likes and dislikes, we need to have some counter here. So we'll create a property called likes. Likes is of type number is equal to 0 initially, and dislikes is of type number and its value is 0 initially. Okay, now what we need to do, now we need to bind some method with these buttons. Okay, so this button will have a method called a like to be binded with it in the on click handler, and here click is equal to dislike. Okay, so this we need to define these methods. So how I'll do is like, what this will do, this dot likes plus plus. Okay, or you can write this dot likes equal to this dot likes plus 1. Both is fine. So let me show you one demo. So here in interpolation, I need to write likes. Okay, the same way we need to have a dislike. And here we'll put dislikes. So you can see like is working, dislike is also working. Okay, if I reload it again, it will be reset to 0. Okay, because when we reload the component, what happens, all these things will run again. Okay, so from the beginning it is running, everything will become 0. I hope that is fine. Then we can go to next one. What we want to do next is, yeah, this one. Okay, I hope this was already discussed, but let's see it once again. Okay, and we'll try to add those edit and delete as well here. Okay, okay, fine. So this one is starting from empty, right? No names are displayed below, so it will start from an empty array. If already some this data is displayed, that means it is not empty. It is the array will have something, isn't it? So let me do that. So what I'll have is I'll have one input field, input type is equal to text, and then class equal to use form control from Bootstrap, and then M3 after the input field I'll have a button class is equal to btn, let's say warning, and then add student. Okay, I'll put it as primary. Add student. Okay, so how is this looking? It's looking like this. Oh, the form control has become very big. Okay, fine. So, okay, no problem.
Sir, MB3, sir. MB3, you can use.
It's
Form
okay.
control MB3, sir.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll just change the width. I'll give some fixed width. What width I want. Okay. So I'm writing here INP, or I can already the tag is there, so no need to worry. So input tag. What I'll do, I'll put it as width should be, let's say 100 px, or let me put it as 200 px. Okay. Okay, fine. And the add student button is coming down. Okay, no problem. So let me do one thing here. Let me put a div here. Div, inside this div, I'll have the entire content. In the div, I'll add some margins like M2. Okay. Okay, fine. And MD3. Okay. Okay, fine. Now it is fine. So what we can do is now what we need the empty array. Okay. So instead of all these things, I'll remove all these things. And let's say we have one students array. Okay. Students array is of type any array, and initially it is empty. Okay. Now what will happen in the input field? Whatever I write, that value should be taken by the, I mean, when I click on this button, for example, here what I'll have one click event, isn't it? So this click event will call one add student method, and add student method. What this will do, this will take that value, whatever the input in the input we give, that value will be taken by this add student method, and it will push the value to the students array. So it will be a string, right? We'll write only one name and it will be a string. So to get this value, we need that what it is called ngModel, isn't it? So first we'll use that ngModel. So in the Angular module, app.module, I'll import the forms module first. Okay. So now I can use the ngModel here. ngModel is equal to some value. Let's say I'll write input value. Okay. So this input value variable, I should create it here. Is of type string and it is empty initially. Okay, fine. Now let's see. So whenever I write something, that value will change in the variable also. Okay. Now what to do in the add student method? Okay, fine. So we'll go to the add student method. Here, what I need to do, I have the input value, isn't it? So let me show you console.log of this dot input value. So what will happen now? In the console, I can see whatever if I write Ravi and click on add student, I can get the Ravi here. Okay. So whatever I write, Rajesh will give me Rajesh here. Okay. Fine. So that is working fine. We are getting the value. Now we just need to push it there. Okay. So this dot students dot push. What I will push? This dot input value. Okay. So it is pushed. Now we just need to display these names below as a list. Okay. So I'll create an unordered list and here I'll have li. Okay. Now in this li, what I need to do, I'll apply the ngFor. Okay. Star ngFor is equal to let student of students. Okay.
Sir, what is the ngFor, sir, actually? What is the use of this one, ngFor, sir?
So this ngFor was discussed in the previous class by sir. So what is this? We use this for looping. So this li needs to be repeated for each student. Suppose there are 10 students, then we need 10 li's where the student name will be displayed. So for that, we need the ngFor. Okay. So
Okay, thank you, sir.
that's student of students. So here we will display the in interpolation, we will display the student. Okay. So what is students? Students is the array. We have it here. Okay. And yeah, that's it. So class M2 is already there. Okay. UL is here. Li is there. Okay. Fine. And we can write here one class equal to text, maybe success. Okay, fine. Now let's see. Let's go back to our application. So let me write here Rajesh and add student is coming here. Then Ravi, I wrote come here. It is coming here. Suresh, add student is coming here. So this way the array is getting updated, and as well as what is happening, the array is again displayed here using the ngFor. Okay, Priya event is coming here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the add student is working totally fine. Now let us try to add some edit and delete. So before going into edit, let's just put the delete button. Okay, we'll see the edit later on. So let's say I wrote here Suresh. What I should get is I should get one delete button here. Okay, okay, fine. So along with this li, so inside this li we are having the student, and along with that I should have a delete. So what I can do is I can have one. So let me write it something like this to avoid confusion. Let me write it like this. So after the student I should have a button. So this button will be delete. Okay. And here let me add a class So btn. So delete means I'll put it as danger. Okay. So here on click, what we'll do, we'll call a delete method. Okay. Now for deleting, there is a problem. What is the problem? To delete, we have to tell Angular which student I want to delete. The list will be there, 10 students will be there, 10 delete buttons will be there, but which one to delete? Okay, so for that we need to pass the index from the student list. So how do we get the index? So in ngFor there is an option like this: let I is equal to index. Okay, so you can write here anything, let x equal to index, let y equal to index, whatever. So I am using a variable called I. So this I have to pass in the delete method. Okay, okay, fine. Now in the and I will add some margin as well here. So ms maybe 3. Okay, fine. Now let's see, is this working fine? So let me have a method here, add student. So I'll make it as delete student. Okay, so this function, this method, I'll define it here. And delete student, what it will take? It will take one index which is of type number. Okay, so let's save this and go to the browser. Raju. So delete button is coming. Okay, that's fine. So and one more thing I want to add here, m2 is there, but there is no gap, I guess, after the add student button. Okay, no problem. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now I need to write a function for the delete method. So what I'll do is, index is there. So this dot students dot splice of, what I need to do, I that is index comma 1. Okay, I hope this is enough. So let's say Raju, Priya, Suresh. I delete Priya, it is getting deleted. Okay, okay. So let me have some, what is this? Li success. Okay, MB2. Hmm. Hmm. So Raju, Suresh, Priya, Ravi. Okay, I can delete this Suresh. It is getting deleted. And from Ravi, Priya, Raj, everything got deleted. Okay. Now let's say if I don't want to. Okay, fine. So delete is done. So showing the student name and delete is completed. So this same thing can be done using a table as well. Okay. So let's say we have this what it is called, student detail. So here what is happening, I'm showing only one student detail. So let's say I have 2 3 details about the student, then what to do? So what I'll do is here, let me put something like this. So let me now do the same thing, but I'll display it in a table. I'll put a label here. Let me write name. Okay, and this button I'll remove it from here, put it just before the eval. Then this thing, I'll repeat it. So name, then some roll number. Okay, that is fine. Two fields are fine. Name and roll number. Okay, so this is student name and this is student roll number. Okay, so that means we need to have these values here. And what is the other one? Student roll number. Okay, or I can put here as address instead of roll number. I put it as address. Okay, fine. Now what we need to do, so here input value was there, so we'll change this. Okay, so now what will happen, we have one what it is called, we have one student name field and another address field. Okay, so now what we need to do is in the array, what we were doing till now is we were pushing only a string, but now we will push one object. Okay, so in the add student we need to create one object and push it to the array. Okay, so what I'll do is before pushing, so I'll remove this line. So first I need to create one object. So let what is that, student details is equal to one object where student okay, if I create another name called student name, it will be confusing. Okay, no problem. Student name is this dot student name. Okay, so this is just a property name. Okay, this is not this variable. This property is here. Okay, this dot student name means this one. Okay, and here you can write anything, ABC, XYZ, whatever you want. Okay, I'm just writing student name, so don't get confused. Then what we want the address. So student address. Okay. Okay, so student address will be this dot address. Okay, fine. So this is the object created. Now we need to push this object to the array. So this dot students dot push, and what we will push? We'll push this student details. Okay. So after pushing this, it will go to the array. Now we need to iterate the array. So this part is already fine. Let student of students, let I equal to index. Okay, but here I can't write student because student is an object now. Inside the students, we have one object. So I can't print the object here. So instead of that, what I need to do, student dot student name. Okay, I have to print the student dot student name. Then it will give us the name, and in delete student, I think everything is fine. Yeah, daily student will just splice them. Okay, and address. So now, again, I forgot one thing. I'm not supposed to display it in a UL, right? I need to display it in a table. So I'll create one table. Inside the table, I'll have tr. So in the tr, I'll have th. So first th is name of student, and another th is, what is it, address. Okay, so after this tr, I'll have next tr. So here I'll add one more th, but let me keep it blank. Okay, Nothing is there. So in this tr, so this tr needs to be repeated. Okay, so this tr will have some td. So how many td it will have? It will have 3 td. Okay, so what will be in those tds? So first let me apply the ngFor here. Star ngFor is equal to let student of students. Okay, let student of students, and then we'll pass the index as well. Let I is equal to index. And here what we'll write? So first thing is we need to give the student name. So here within interpolation, I'll write student dot student name. Here I'll write student dot, what is it? Student address. Okay, so in the object, whatever is there, that we have to write. We'll not write student name from here, address from here. Here, whatever is there, we don't care. In the table, in interpolation, we have to write this. Okay, that means this value, this particular property, and this particular property, because it will be stored as student name and student address in the object. Okay, fine. These two are there, and here I will add one button. Okay, in the button I'll write delete, and here I can apply class. Class is btn danger. Okay, fine. Now let's check this. Save all and go to the browser. So okay, where is the table? Border equal to 1. Okay, and I can put a margin here. Table also class equal to m3. Okay, fine. So now let me put here Rajesh, and he is from Hyderabad. Add student. So it is coming. Okay. So Bootstrap tables are not having border by default. Okay. So for that, what we can do is, let's see what class they are having for Bootstrap tables. Components, tables. Where are the tables? So for having the border, what we need to do? Strike. Okay, we'll just use the basic table. So class equal to table. You just need to add a class equal to table. Okay, no problem. No need of the border for now. Let's see it just like this. So Rajesh and address is Hyderabad. It is added. Then Harish is from, let's say, Kakinada. Okay. Then we have Priya from, let's say, Warangal. Okay. And if I delete Harish, okay, so delete functionality, there is some error. Let's see that. What is happening? So in the delete button, we didn't bind any method. Okay. So click is equal to, what was the method name? Delete student, and we need to pass the index there. So in the delete student, I have to pass the index, whatever I have written here. So delete student of I. Okay. Now save it. Go to the browser. Rajesh address Hyderabad, add student, delete. Okay, so everything is working fine. The same thing we use the unordered list for that. When we don't have much details, let's say only one string, only one string value we are having, then we can use the unordered list or ordered list. And if it is having lot of details as an object like student name, address, or roll number, this, that, gender, and many things, then we can go for tables. Okay, okay, fine. So just like this, what we have next is yeah, so just like this you can try to create this kind of thing, this kind of cards. Okay, same thing you need to do. Then so we have done this one. Okay, so let me show you okay, okay, so that is fine. I'll end the session here. Okay, so we'll see some more things later on. Okay, okay then.